Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time watching, then welcome. Today I'm going to be doing yet another look using the Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy Palette. I've been doing a lot of looks using this palette lately and I honestly just can't stop. I just think all the colors are so soft and pretty and just a really nice way to add color but not be too bold and out there, because I am a huge fan of, you know, colorful eye makeup. But yeah, it can sometimes be a little bit over the top for some situations. So that's what I really love about this palette, is it's nice and soft. It's a type of like colorful eyeshadow that even your grandma will like. And so I've done a couple of pretty complicated looks using this palette, and I really want to do now a more simple and easy to do look using this palette. So that's what I'm going to do today. So let's get on into the tutorial then. So eyebrows done, foundation done, white eyeshadow base on the eyelid. That base that I'm using is the P.Louise base. I don't have it on me, it's in the bathroom, but the P.Louise base, the white one. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this kind of aqua green shade here, and I'm going to pop that on a fluffy blending brush, and this is going to be like the transition color. So applying this to the crease and blending it out, and I'm going to kind of start off by tapping this onto the eye and kind of packing it on just so I can get the pigment really built up, and then I'm going to start blending it out. I find the best way to do this is using small circular motions instead of dragging it across your eye to get the best blend possible. Okay, so we've got the crease color on and it is very light, so you can hardly see it on the camera, but it's definitely there. And we're going to put more on after we do the lid color as well, so that should help to make it stand out a bit more. But let's just see how it goes. So the next thing we're going to do is put a color on the eyelid. So I'm going to take this gray shade here and I'm going to put that on an all over shader brush. And what I'm going to do is just kind of pack this on to the eyelid, and then I'm going to blend this up into the crease and making sure that that blends in nicely with that light minty green shade. And what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to go back in with the blending brush and the green shade and just use that to blend it out just a bit more, and also add a bit more vibrancy back because we've lost a little bit of the color from adding the grey. Okay, so that's kind of like the base of the look complete, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with an all over shader brush, and I'm going to go into this green shimmery shade here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the brush with the water first, and then I'm just going to place this pretty much all over the eyelid and into the crease. But what we really want to do is pack that on and make it super shimmery on the eyelid, and as it reaches up into the crease it kind of blends out into that green that we've got as the transition shade. And just to pack on that little bit of extra punch, I'm just going to go in on top of that with my finger and just do another layer of that shimmery green. Alright, so that is basically the top of the eyes complete. I have to be honest with you guys, I was a little bit nervous at first because it wasn't really turning out how I had envisioned in my mind. I did picture it being a lot more like minty and just more vibrant, like how it was when we first put the transition color on. But I'm actually really happy with the way that it's looking at the moment. It's very like garden fairy pixie kind of vibes, and so yeah, it's very, very nice. The next thing that I'm going to do, just one last step, is I'm just going to go in with this shimmery green and popping that on my finger, and I'm just going to go over what I've done and just add a little bit more green to it, but I'm not going to worry about packing it on too much because we've basically got all the shimmer that we need. I just want to add a little bit more extra pizzazz. Okay, now moving on to the under eye. I'm gonna do the grey and the minty green again. And this time I'm going to use a different brush for the green. So I'm taking this large, fluffy, angled eyeshadow brush. The colour's not really showing up too well without a base, so I've just applied a bit of my white P.Louise base to my under eye just so I can get that green to show up as much as possible. And I'm going to apply the green first, as I did on the upper part of the eye. And then the grey, and then go back in with the green to blend it together. In my waterline, I'm going to be applying this NYX eyeliner in the shade Teal, which is actually more of a minty green. Alright, now for highlight, I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is a shimmery white with green reflect, and I'm going to apply that everywhere that I would normally apply highlighter. And I'm going to use a combination between these two brushes, this fluffy highlighting brush for my cheekbones and the little mini one for everywhere else. On my lips, I'm just going to apply a gloss, and the gloss I'm going to be using is just my Lime Crime Wet Cherry Gloss. This is in the shade Cherry Slime, which, as you can see, has gold and green glitter in it. So I think this will go perfectly. I always use this for every green look that I do. Okay, now the last thing left to do is just to apply mascara and lashes. So the lashes that I'm going to be using today are my XO Beauty Faux Mink lashes. These are in the style Thunder. I'm going to pop these on off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys the completed look. So here we have the completed look with lashes. I definitely was very scared that this look wasn't going to turn out well, but after applying the lashes and the glitter, I'm very happy with the way that it turned out. It's nice and soft, and it's a great way to use this palette without being too out there and using all of the different pastels. So I think I'm definitely going to try this with other colours in the palette, especially the purple, because there are so many beautiful purple shades in the palette. I also really like it with the glossy lip. I think it complements the shiny, wet kind of look of the shimmery shades very nicely. And I like that it is a nice and simple look. It's not too hard to do. You can do it like everyday wear. And it has a hint of colour in there as well, so it's not too plain, which is something that is important to me. I don't like really wearing too many neutrals. I love to have a lot of colour in there, so yeah, this is a nice kind of midpoint for that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please thumbs up and subscribe, and tick that little bell button so you can get notified every time I post a new video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.